we have the follow-up for the terrible Tacoma, video number 239, so it'll be the one right in front of this one, where we were troubleshooting it, and the center bearing area was just crazy. No obvious component damage, and no failures, no dent in the drive shaft. So this is kind of a sneaky one, and what I attribute this to is mass production tolerances. They balance a percentage, and they don't zero them right out, and and drive shafts do change. So we'll get down through the rundown here what I did. So I disassembled it I had to check, see if all of the component pieces were running zero or close to it. Just like when you assemble them, they got to stay that way, or you want them to be that way to try and get a balance. Well, it turns out this had a 15 thousandths hook in it, so that little yank, it was about right in here. I shrunk it out. It was putting this yoke off. That's what hooks to the back section. So when this went this way, that went that way, and that made it not great, to say the least. I did straighten this back section a little bit down by the weld yoke at the rear end, and again, may have been over a snowbank, may have been just welded together a little bit out of whack when they assembled it. Balanced, the original factory balance, this thing had a ton of weight on it. In every place they could put weight. There was weight at the transmission. There was a bunch of weight right past the midship, and there was a bunch of weight at the rear axle. So, I mean, there's weight on it now, the way I have it configured, but I probably cut the weight package in half. I mean, that's not really the goal, it's the end result, but it's kind of telling. I did try a couple of different indexes of these components. The bolt-on yoke here just past the bearing, the slip yoke, and the relationship to the slip yoke and the rear section of tubing. The best combination I could come up with was I got these, and they're going to stay that way. They're indexed 180 degrees opposite the way they originally had been assembled. And I just chased it through several different configurations just to see if I could optimize it. And you know, the production kind of stuff, it's boom, pass, oh, you balance, oh, no, you're not, here's some more weight, boom, you balance, oh, no, you're not. I don't think there's human hands touching this stuff, it's just computers. So we got it tuned up now after all that. Zero at the transmission, that's cranking about 2800. Zero at the center bearing, and this is the area that was just crazy. I mean, it was at 600 RPM, it was flopping back and forth. I mean, it was like that. And zero at the rear axle. So the terrible Tacoma is healed up, and I'm going to get some paint on this and get it back to Archie's Off-Road so they can put it back in their customer's truck.